And a very good evening, everybody. I'm John Cole. Williston High School has named a new boys basketball coach, staying in-house, naming sophomore head coach Quinn McLaughlin. Prior to coming to Williston, was the head coach at Plentywood, played college basketball at the University of Montana Western. He's currently a phys ed teacher and assistant track coach at the high school, and of course a native of Sidney, Montana, former Eagles basketball player. He takes over for Dave Lundeen, who stepped down following the 23-24 season, moving back to Minnesota. And of course, the last time Williston hired somebody from Sidney, Montana, that worked out well. Gresh Jones. We wish Coach the best. All right, let's get you updated on those Tetons. They dropped that first one in Miles City. Remember, they beat Miles City in the title game 22-5. Pioneers 6 runs in the first, 13 in the second, winning 22-5. And Miles has the lead in game 2, 6-2. Goff had a 2-run home run. Cam Goff did in game 1. Better news, Miles Community has beaten the Lady Tetons 9-1, but the Lady Tetons trying to come up with a split. They have the lead 3-1, that one in the 7th. For 42 years, we've been asking the head coach of the basketball Tetons to give us his pick for the Final Four. Tonight, Alex Herman on one of the great sporting events in our nation.
How about North Carolina State? Holy smokes, looking like, maybe going to end up maybe being in the NIT or whatever it is, and then just kind of a lot of times of what you try and preach to to any team is that if you play your best game, your best basketball at the end of the year, you just never know what could happen. They go to the ACC tournament, win 5 in a row in 5 days, or is it 4 in 4 days, whatever it was, and then boom, now they're here all the way in the Final Four, just crazy. But I think it's going to be really fun watching those two post players go against each other. There's been a lot of talk and a lot of push now in last handful of years of this kind of positionless basketball and that sort of stuff, and now you're looking here at the Final Four teams, and you've basically got 4 teams that all do a lot of stuff right out of their post. And so it's kind of, always refreshing where you can take a look at anything, at anybody, and it's just all about, finding the kids that kind of fit what you want to be able to do, and then being able to just build stuff around them. But I think that'll be really good, and watching Burns and watching Eni kind of going against each other, and seeing just kind of what happens there. Purdue seems like they are, maybe not the team of the past few years that a lot of people have talked about, where they've just struggled kind of getting out of that first weekend and stuff, and they seem like they're playing some very good basketball right now, but obviously so is NC State.
So you got to go with who then?
I think probably go with Purdue.
All right, wonderful matchup. Alabama and UConn, what do you think?
I think UConn seems like they're about head and shoulders above everybody they've played so far this year. I mean, they, as far as for trying to go back-to-back, they really look like they're a team that is just completely on a mission, and kind of like that. It was that first weekend, or maybe it was on that third-round game when Hurley had just mentioned about just blowing people out of this tournament. And I mean, that's really what they've done. It's just been very, very. They seem like they're laser-focused right now. But Alabama's been fun to watch as well too, and it's always awesome that a person from North Dakota, when you can watch a kid from North Dakota playing at that biggest stage and really doing some very phenomenal things. That's been a lot of fun watching Grant play as well too.
All right, the second-year head coach of the Tetons likes Purdue and UConn, with UConn winning it all. I like Purdue, but I think UConn is going to win it all. It's going to be fun, though. It's a great weekend. We'll be right back right after this.